Doug, I hate to ask you about an injury first, but can you update us on Trevor? And just have you ever seen a game in which you lose nickel corner receiver, left tackle, quarterback? It just, interior defensive lineman just seemed like a very odd game.
Yeah, I don't have any information yet on Trevor. We're still evaluating him, so he'll have more, tests and things done here tonight and tomorrow. So I'll probably have a better update for you tomorrow on that. But we had position players go down, but look, it's part of the game. It happens, and it's unfortunate, but next guy up has to be ready to go and play. And I thought the guys that filled in, were just that. They were ready to go.
Defensively, what were some issues that you guys had tonight in trying to slow down Cincinnati?
Offense or defense? Sorry.
I'm sorry. Defensively. Yeah. What kind of stood out in terms of why they were able to have the 491 yards?
Yeah, we didn't stop the run. That's the strength of our defense, is stopping the run. That's we just didn't do that. We failed there. We got too many explosive plays we gave up, and when you can't, obviously offensively, when you can't run the ball, and then when the running game for them is going, you see what happens, right? That's where the explosiveness comes from. And we had moments on offense where we got some explosives, but theirs all stemmed from being able to run the ball successfully.
Coach, what's your initial level of concern with Trevor's injury?
I don't know until I talk to the doctors, honestly.
Confidence level in CJ going forward, obviously, will you guys make him the starter? Will you look at other options out there, or?
Well, yeah, we'll see where Trevor's at first. And but listen, we got 100% confidence in CJ. He did a nice job, getting us down the field there and tying the football game. Should have been the game-winning field goal, but it wasn't. Got a lot of confidence in CJ, and he's a veteran player. He's played a lot of football, and if he happens to be the guy, then we get behind him and support him.
It seemed like defensively there was a lot of communication issues. Is that what you saw out there? And if so, what was sort of going on with that?
Well, listen, if you're on the field, were you on the field?
No.
Could you hear the crowd?
Yeah, I could hear it.
No.
What do you mean?
If you're on the field and the crowd, as loud as they are when we're on defense, we have to reiterate communication, and that's all it is. It's just double checking with everybody. It's not communication issues. It's just being able to communicate the calls effectively. So there's a lot of talk that has to go back and forth because of the way the crowd was great today, and that's what you want. And it does kind of, put your defense in a little bit of a bind because of that, right? No different than the offense going into a environment that's very loud. Communication, I wouldn't say they're issues. They're you just got to over communicate.
Well, I guess the question is why couldn't you guys overcome that?
What are you talking about specifically?
You said you have to overcompensate with the communication.
You just got to talk. They got to make verbal communicate or eye contact. You got to get closer. It's just part of a loud environment. And it's repeating yourself, as much as you can out on the field. It's foyer to the front, it's to the secondary, out to the corners and all that, and just everybody has to be on the same page.
Doug, you guys had to burn a timeout. I think it was your second one of the second half because someone ran on the field. Did you get an explanation, or what? Can you explain what happened?
It was unfortunate. One of our guys, Evan, was asking for some water after a play that he had made and just ran out on the field. It's unfortunate, obviously that's my responsibility to make sure that doesn't happen. And, it's just an unsportsmanlike, and they take a timeout away.
Hey, Doug, you mentioned about your confidence having CJ going in right now at quarterback, but how much do you have to overcompensate, or how much do you have to change up going into the next week or so if Trevor's not available to go?
Well, that's something we'll look at, but I don't think we have to change up a whole lot. CJ can. You just got to utilize CJ's strengths. And I don't want CJ to be Trevor either. CJ's got to be CJ. So that's something. If moving forward, if CJ plays next week, then that's the game plan, right? You utilize his strength and tailor the offense around that.
Doug, way back in the back. Will Brown, WJCT News. This is a Monday night game, and you're turning around and taking a road trip on Sunday. With so many people who had to leave the game injured, describe the challenge of getting this team physically prepared for a shorter week.
Yeah, I mean it's a challenge, but listen, it's part of the game, and it's why you have 53 and you got your practice squad. You got to get the next guy ready to go. And it's going to take everybody this week. We don't have much time. We're back on the field in less than 2 days, and so we just got to get the next guy coached up.
Parker Washington a few weeks ago comes in and replaces Jamal Agnew as a punt returner. Tonight he gets an opportunity when Christian goes down. Just his overall performance and what he did, making his first grabs tonight, and just everything that he was about.
Yeah, I mean, he did a nice job, and when Christian goes down on the first play of the game, it's not what you expect, but I thought Parker filled in nicely, and Chad Hall had him ready to go in that spot, and he made some really nice plays for us. Obviously, the touchdown catch and a couple others. So something he can build on and continue to gain confidence as he plays.
The way Christian got hurt, was that something unusual? Especially hurting a groin, the way he fell, it looked like an unusual kind of an injury or unusual kind of a play.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. It was a great play, obviously, and I don't know if it was when he got kind of twisted around there and maybe, torqued or whatever. Yeah, it just unfortunate, such a great play to start the game and that happened. So, not good.
When you've got a bunch of guys that get hurt like this, do you worry about the guys being shell-shocked, the rest of the team being shell-shocked?
No, I don't. We're too far down the road, got about a little over a month of football left, and it's full steam ahead. So, we've got to get the guys that are hurt treated, and we got to get the next guy ready to go.